Hello, my name is Brent Bell, and I am a faculty member at the University of Hampshire and a longtime friend of Randy Pierce's. And I wanted to just say a few comments about my appreciation for 2020 Vision Quest and everything that it has done for me and for people that I really care about in this world. And so I have put together a little bit of a slideshow that I want to show folks. And I'm going to explain the pictures so that Randy has some understanding of what I'm showing people. But this really starts off with the picture that was put up on the 2020 Vision Quest website of the bittersweet goodbye. And I do think it is a bittersweet goodbye. For me, in this next photo is it's Randy and I and Eric Weinheimer and Sherpa John and Carrie standing at the top of Mount Agameticus. Not the tallest mountain, but this is really the first hike that we all did together when Randy was thinking about the goal of hiking the 48. And many people know that Eric is a very accomplished mountaineer who has hiked the 7 summits, the tallest mountain on every continent. And with us also is Sherpa John, who is helping out. And that really led us to one of my favorite memories was Randy joining a class at UNH. And in this picture is the end of a long hike that we did in the Pemi, hiking the Pemi Loop. And this is with TJ Weaver. It's Randy, Sherpa John. We have Sarah, Jenny Luoma, Sarah Anderson, Mike Mulvoy, Courtney Bowler, Amy Unreen, Kyle Dancruz, Justin, and just a great group of students. We had so much fun. It was a fantastic class. It was a great group of students. And we were really kind of trying to figure out how, we could travel together. There's a lot of questions at that time big questions that later became refinements when it came to hiking. But I just loved that Randy joined this group and the impact he had on everyone. It was so positive and such a close group of students. And this is a picture of Randy and I on Bond Cliff. It's just a beautiful blue background. We're standing on the back of Bond Cliff. You can see we're tired, a little sweaty, and both have our packs on. And I just feel so proud to be able to share moments like this with Randy, being out on the trail. And I don't know, letting me be part of the whole 2020 Vision Quest experience. I share another photo here of a group of students, and this is Tad Sarad, Mike Mulvoy, Amrith Gass, Amanda Close, Trisha Bennett, Sean Matthews, Dave Quinlan, Randy and I, and the mighty Quinn. And we're kind of in a little, in some pine trees, and you can't really see much of a view. We're kind of crowded. This is like halfway around the Pemi. And this is just another great memory of another week that Randy spent in the woods. And he spent, I think, a total of 4 weeks with groups of students at UNH out in the, taking a week-long trip, which was really fantastic. And I know would help create a lot of the stories that we enjoy. This is my serendipity photo of I heard that Randy was doing the Northern Presidential Traverse. I set out with Cause Teplitz to go find him, and we met up with him and Justin and got this picture, and it's that in the background is the top of Mount Washington. And Randy and I both wearing goggles, big smiles on our face, perfectly blue sky behind the White Mountain. And I guess one thing is I'm wearing the black Arc'teryx jacket, which we both got and both loved, and I think we wore those things into the ground. In fact, I'm still wearing mine actually at this exact moment. But big smiles, and that was just a great meeting of all our adventures. But a few adventures that we did on our own, and we've done a number of cycling adventures, and I really try to get Randy into my interests, and so we rode a tandem and a triplet, and this is a picture of us with Joe and Kathy, Lee and Abram, and Randy and I are kitted up in our Duvine cycling gear that we got from Tracy, and we had such just really fun times, and it was great to introduce Randy to this community that I really love of my tandem friends, and they were also enthusiastic to have Randy as part of the group. Also enthusiastic was getting on the triplet and riding. This is the Seacoast Century with Randy and Beth and I on the triplet. And Beth has this big smile and she's laughing, and Randy's got a big smile, and I'm sort of have a smile, and we're all wearing our Newts, green Newts jerseys, and cranking away. And those are also really special memories. And what I loved, and as far as 2020 Vision Quest, is we do these adventures, and then these became part of the stories that Randy would tell when he was speaking to kids and talking about problem solving and talking about the importance of planning, etc. And so, like I said, I have so many pictures, and I just a couple more. But one of my favorite things I've ever done, and I'm so honored to have Randy ask me to teach him to ski. And people know I love skiing, and this is a picture of Randy and I at top of a chairlift, and we're got ready to go down the hill. We're both wearing our high-vis vests, and we got some big smiles. We got our helmets on, our goggles on, and we also have these little mouthpieces I called like my Madonna microphone, where we could talk to each other and communicate. And this is one of the really special things that we tried out, where Randy was traveling at speed untethered, which he reported, was really the unique experience, after he had gone blind. And so I want to just give my last thanks here to Randy for all the times he came and spoke to students, spoke to UNH. This is a picture of him in one of the auditoriums at UNH in the MUB. He's at the podium. Behind him is this picture of Quinn in the mountains, and just Quinn's huge on the screen with this loving gaze up at Randy. And seeing that love that Randy and Quinn had and that kind of bond, it just was so special to witness that, and for Randy to go around the state and go around the country sometimes to show that relationship and show the importance of relationships and importance of caring, supportive relationships. And I am lucky enough to have been part of these loving, supporting relationships with Randy as being one of his fraternity brothers. And this is a picture at the 2020 Vision Quest where 13 Phi Caps are all gathered together, getting a picture with Randy and Autumn kneeling down. Wengi's there in a white shirt in his chair, and standing behind him is all this group of wonderful friends and fraternity brothers who have really been brought closer because of 2020 Vision Quest. It became sort of our reunions for those events, and I really appreciate that. So I just want to say thank you to 2020 Vision Quest. I know that when it was started in 2010, it was going to be a 10-year event, and it went a little longer, which I'm glad to hear of that. I'm so glad of all the good work, and I am so happy to see the positive impact that it's had on my students, that it's had on my fraternity brothers and friends, that it's had on my wife, my son, and myself. And so thank you so much for everyone working on the board, everyone who's helped out with this really great group. And I'm going to end it there. Brent Bell speaking to you from my office in Durham, New Hampshire.